Hey guys, Monochrome here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Genuinely good to have you. Guys, there are some flashlight models from 20 years ago that are still being produced and sold to the public today. 20 years ago, some back from the 1990s, and some even further back than that. Let's take a look at one of those vintage lights that's still being made today. And yes, this is one I purchased very recently. This is the Swiss+Tech Micro-Light Ultra. Now, it might look like a disposable keychain light. It's not. On the back, you have 3 micro Phillips head screws, and with a micro Phillips head screwdriver, you can remove the back and replace the coin cell battery that obviously comes with the light. This metal portion, I don't think it's metal. I think this is most likely very lightly chrome-plated plastic. I say that because this light feels like it weighs practically nothing at all, which is a good thing for a keychain light. This translucent green plastic on both sides, well, Swiss+Tech claims that's a glow ring. No. When you switch on the light, the plastic does not glow afterwards. And even shining a very bright flashlight onto the glow ring itself, no. That's just a translucent piece of plastic that's on both sides of the light. And you can get that translucent piece of plastic in different colors. This one happens to be green. You can get it in red and a couple of other colors as well. Let's take a look at the blister packaging. Now, I wrote that. Yes, you can buy this light from anywhere from $5 to $10. And honestly, guys, if you spend more than $5 on this thing, you are horribly overpaying. But that's just my opinion after having owned and used several of these over the years. Several. This just happens to be the latest one. So, the ultra bright keyring flashlight, actually, no. Even back in the day when this thing came out, there were brighter coin cell lights. For example, my Photon Freedom. And there were even disposable LED squeeze lights brighter than this. I mean, it's nice that you can replace the battery on it, but I mean, when you have disposable coin cell squeeze lights, which are brighter, it becomes difficult to recommend a flashlight where you can replace the nowadays very expensive non-rechargeable coin cell batteries. That's right, guys, non-rechargeable. The good thing is this is not likely to switch on accidentally in a pocket. It has no click mechanism. It's just a squeeze light. And I will say this, from the various examples I've had over the years, this rubber button covering the switch has always been reliable. The rubber button or rubber cover over the switch mechanism, never an issue. This has never disintegrated on me. It's never frayed. It's never fallen apart. This rubber button, very reliable, very reliable. The switch mechanism underneath it, no, not even remotely, because I've had a handful of these, and here's the problem, guys. This one requires a lot of pressure in order for it to come on. Also, as you can see, my camera is not adjusting for the brightness of this flashlight. Yeah, ultra bright? No. My camera is not adjusting at all. And also on camera, that beam looks as though it's white. No, it's actually angry blue in tint. Side spill? No. It's no. Angry blue, and the beam profile is not that great. Plus, on this example, if you hold it down for too long, it gets painful. And you're just going to instinctively lift up a bit to relieve the pressure off your thumb, and the light goes out. And here's the thing, guys. That's on this one particular example. The handful I've owned over the years, this is how horribly unreliable the switch mechanism underneath this rubber boot happens to be. You can get one like this, where it's very hard to squeeze. You can get one where the pressure to squeeze the light on would be more or less average, or what most people would expect it to be. So I guess normal, for lack of a better term. And then sometimes you get a switch where you barely put any pressure at all on that rubber button, and it switches on. Now, as bad as that might seem, it gets worse. I've actually had one of these, same exact model, where you can take your thumb and just glide it across that rubberized switch button. Just glide it across, no pressure applied at all, none. And as soon as your thumb hits the rubber, no pressure at all, it switches on. Not even joking. And then as your thumb continues to glide and it's off the rubber, it switches off. Come on. So apparently Swiss+Tech cannot make the switch mechanism underneath this otherwise excellent rubber boot reliable. It's a gamble. What are you going to get? Too hard? Just right? A little too soft? Or, oh my goodness, how the hell is this possible? Glide it across. Yeah. So the most important thing about this LED coin cell squeeze light is that the switch mechanism is unreliable. The light itself is a good design overall, because look at how flat that is in profile. Even with the button sticking up from the top, that is just flat. It looks like a flat UFO. Doesn't it, guys? It looks like a very flat UFO, like, wow. Nice and flat and thin, so thin. Flat, thin, I just wish the switch mechanism was a lot more reliable. Also, in case you're wondering about lumens numbers, I will have a couple of specs in the description box below, but here's the thing. I can give you, well, I can say this about the LED. It's a 100,000 plus hour LED. Lumens, no clue, because Swiss+Tech did not put it anywhere on the front or back of the blister pack. Nowhere. Nope. And considering how the human eye works, I can't give you a exact lumen number. But I will say, compared to some of my other coin cell lights where they do give you lumens numbers, this one is 3 to maybe 5 lumens at the absolute most, but I'd say closer to 3. Now, I know that some of you out there absolutely love an ultra low lumens flashlight. So maybe for $5, this would be a good one for you, but keep in mind that switch underneath that rubberized button, horribly unreliable. You literally have no clue what you're going to get. No clue at all. And also, once again, because this is a much older LED keychain light, you're going to get that angry blue tint consistently with zero side spill, or practically zero side spill. So even if you like an ultra low output, yeah, you're going to want to reconsider if you're thinking about picking this guy up. It does come with a key ring, and if you attach the key ring onto your main key ring, it will sit flat against your keys. So that's something positive. The construction of the rubber button and the fact that it sits flat against your keys, there's a little bit of protection on the sides for the angry blue tint LED. But honestly, guys, when there are cheap, disposable coin cell lights out there for about $2 that are brighter and have just as much runtime, maybe even more, I'm having a hard time recommending this. I really am. And I am not a fan of Swiss+Tech's advertising. Bright white LED or bright white light. No. Just no. Come on. Sleek micro design. Okay, I'll give them that. I do like the design. I wish the switch was a hell of a lot more reliable, and I wish they would upgrade the LED. Come on, it's 2013. Actually, no, it's not 2013. Sorry, guys. Been a bit exhausted from work over the last few days. It's 2023. Come on. There are a ton of flashlight companies that don't advertise it, don't make a big deal about it. They just very quietly upgrade the LEDs in their older models that they make today. Swiss+Tech does not. I like the design. I wish the switch was a hell of a lot more reliable, and I wish the LED was upgraded to one that's both brighter and has more runtime. This is the same keychain light that Swiss+Tech has been making for decades with no upgrades. That's not right. Even for $5, that is not right. Soft squeeze, sometimes, not all the time. On-off button. It's a squeeze light. There's no on-off setting. It's just squeeze and let go. With cool glow ring, it doesn't glow. 100,000 plus hour LED bulb, okay. Replaceable batteries, okay. Includes keyring, okay. So you get partial truth in advertising. Partial. Now here's the thing, guys. I do like Swiss+Tech overall as a company. I think a lot of their bladeless small multi-tools are worth the price and worth carrying, especially in more restrictive jurisdictions. But unfortunately, with Swiss+Tech and their little keychain light, you are scraping the bottom of the barrel. You really are. I don't think this is Swiss+Tech's worst product, in my humble opinion, but if it's not, it's definitely near the bottom. I would give this a big avoid. Now, if someone gifts this thing to you, thank them, take it, and put it in a drawer. Maybe you'll meet someone who could use a small coin cell squeeze light. It can't compete with disposable versions of itself. There are so many disposable coin cell keychain squeeze lights out there that are brighter, more runtime, and cheaper than $5. So how could I possibly recommend this? I can't. So yeah, some of those older flashlight models from back in the day, some of them are still worth recommending. This one is not. If Swiss+Tech had just made the switch mechanism consistent and reliable, and if they upgraded the LED, yes. But they haven't. They haven't. This is still made today, and it's the same light from decades ago. Same unreliable switch mechanism, same angry blue tint LED. It's, in my humble opinion, not worth it, guys. Not worth it. You've probably seen this in the keychain section at Home Depot or Lowe's or Ace Hardware, and you were probably curious about it. Yeah. No more curiosity. Just don't even bother with it. But that's just my opinion. Guys, stay safe out there. I'll see you soon. Hope you enjoyed this video.